Jakaya,
Going on? Is it good to be back?
good to be back. Ooh, I have so many things. So many things. We'll give everyone a minute because I have an interesting thought today that I think is relevant for a lot of people. So um, we'll see if everyone gets on. Otherwise, it's just going to be me and you with all of my thoughts.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
And my daughter eating her waffle.
Ooh, my kids got these protein pancakes.
Like
And
Kodiak
all I'm like,
cakes.
these are gross, except for one of the kids is like, this is the most delicious pancake I've ever eaten. I'm like, I bet they taste like every other pancake in the world. So
Is it the Kodiak cakes or the different brand?
no, it's like they're already made and you just like throw them in the microwave. Because yeah, we always do the Kodiak things and I don't know what these are. But,
Well, get them some protein somehow. Everything else is processed sugar.
I know, I know. It's a challenge.
Hit any casinos in Atlanta?
Nope, I did nothing really interesting except for go to a Hawks game. We went to a Hawks
That-
game on Sunday. That was fun. We got like the box seats, so like that middle level in the Delta Center. But they do it differently. So it's just like fancier seats. Like they were wider and more comfy. And then there was like a buffet. So all you could eat and then a soda machine. I'm like,
No, that's
that's way
that's the
cooler.
way to go to a basketball game.
Yeah.
Who'd they
Yeah. So you
play?
just got up. They had like popcorn and ice cream. And then it was like pizza and chicken and fish and pasta, like a bunch of random things that didn't seem good, but they were all delicious. And then the popcorn, I don't know what they did. It was even better than movie popcorn. So
That's awesome.
so good. So good. All right, well, let me give you my thought here. Um, one of the sessions I went to is called the CEO Summit. So I had to pay extra for this, but it was my favorite part every single year, and this time did not disappoint either. But the very first speaker, his name was Will Gutierrez. He wrote the book Unreasonable Hospitality. If you've ever heard of it or read it, I had never read it, but it has been on my list, and now I think I should probably read it. Um, it was very interesting. So the whole concept is a story about this guy who uh, worked at a restaurant, ended up buying it, then turning it into like a three-star Michelin restaurant, and then becoming the best restaurant in the world, like number one in the entire world. And so he talked about all these things that how he did it and some of the things that are more like business principles rather than just restaurant principles or things that apply to everywhere. But to me, the most interesting thing that he said was just like kind of slid in there about this timeline. So how it kind of worked is so he started working there in 2006. 5 years later, so 2011, he bought the restaurant. And so he was like general manager before then, but he ended up buying the restaurant. And within a year, they became a three-star restaurant, Michelin three-star, which is the highest you can get. And I don't know if they either didn't have any or they had one, but within a year they got two. He mentioned that very specifically. They were the first to add 2 stars within 1 year. So he obviously had all of these good ideas and everything, and it took him being like owner to actually implement them. Like the previous owner must have been holding him back a little bit as general manager. So that was awesome. And then over a few years, they got invited to this award ceremony for the 50 best restaurants. And he said that you only get invited if you're one of the 50. And so he's like, this is so cool. And then he explained, so how it works is it's kind of like a countdown. So they start at number 50 and they announce you, and then they work their way all the way down to number one. So if you get called first, you're the worst of the best, I guess. And he was like, kind of looking around. He knew who had won it the years prior and where everyone was, and he was kind of looking at like the tables and where he was surrounded and things like that. Because it was assigned seatings and things like that. And so he was like, okay, I feel like I'm kind of in this crowd of everyone that was like in their 30s. So I'm probably going to be in like 30 to 40 is what he was thinking. Well, so the ceremony starts and they're like, "Okay, well, we're going to announce the first restaurant. So this is the 50th best restaurant in the world." And boom, they mentioned his name. And he instantly felt like a failure. It was like he said it was like an award show where they're like cameras on him and he was like all devastated that he was number 50 um, because he was expecting to be higher and he had been working really hard for it. And so he said that he he created the goal that he was going to be number one. He's a little competitive and might as well be the best, right? Why settle for 50th? And so he started to make all of these changes. But the one little line that he threw in there that most agents, I even asked a handful of agents afterwards, and most of them didn't even catch it. He mentioned that it took a decade for him to go to 50 to number one. So like his timeline was like he took over the restaurant and in 1 year took it to a three-star Michelin restaurant. But then from there, it was a long, grueling trying to improve it, and then literally a decade of going from the 50th best to the first best. Um, but uh, it made me think of the quote that I've heard Gary Keller say it a lot, but also Tony Robbins mentions it a whole bunch is we overestimate what we can do in a year and we underestimate what we can do in 5 or 10 years. And so I thought that was very interesting. Like we literally could be anywhere we want in a decade, and Jakaya, you're young. I'm fairly young. Uh, like imagine a decade from now, like what your family's going to be like. Like, is your little daughter still going to be eating waffles next to you in a decade? Like, no, she's going to be up and going and like, um, and then just like where do you want to be? Because if you don't have that vision of where you want to be in a decade, then you're probably not going to do the same things that he did. Like he said, it wasn't easy. He had to make a lot of changes. He literally had a 30-minute meeting before dinner every night, and he would say basically the same things over and over and over. Then he had to create all new systems and ways that people could up the wow factor and all these awesome things, which is why you should read the book. But if he would have just been okay being on that list or just being a three-star restaurant, he would have stopped. But he wanted to be number one. And so he kept changing and improving. And that was his ultimate vision. And it took him a decade to get there. So if we don't have a great vision of where we're going, we're never going to get there. Because right? If you don't know to go west, why would you head west? Like if you don't have that vision, like even
Where there
an
is,
idea
where there
of
is
where
no
you,
vision, the people perish.
yeah, exactly. So, create a vision of where you want to be and what you want to do, even if it's ridiculous. Like, I want to sell more real estate than anyone else in the world. Like, if you're 100% bought into that vision and willing to go execute and make that happen, then it's the compound effect, right? You might
Yep.
not be the very best or sell the very most in the first year, second year, or third year, but then all of a sudden it's just gonna take one of these and it's gonna seem like, oh, this is easy. You're probably gonna hit plateaus and things like that, and that's where you need some change. You need to bring some coaching, some other things in. Um, but you can go wherever you want to go.
But it's attainable. I love it. Thanks so much for sharing that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really good. So, how'd this week go for you? Any appointments? Any awesome things?
Just collaboration with the one buyer client, and then just reaching out to Sphere and trying to set stuff up. I didn't have any
Okay.
other buyer consultations or listing appointments.
Okay. Well, work it hard. This is the final push for the S and U that we're calling this week. So don't let any of those fall through the cracks. on those conversations, and go set an appointment today. Go find someone looking to buy or sell real estate.
I need to. It needs to happen. We'll find them.
Yeah, go do it. You got this. Okay, go crush it. We'll chat with you later. Have a great
I
one.
was gonna probably
Oh yeah,
pop by the office. I didn't yesterday talk to oh my gosh. It's Mariah, right?
Mariah. Yeah.
Yes. So I need to I was gonna she should be there on a Friday, right? Like she's in the office Monday to
Um,
Friday or
I didn't see her yesterday. Um,
okay. Well, I guess if you do see her there, text me. If
yeah,
not, I'll try to come by and look for her. But I was gonna try to get the Google page set up at least and working on getting reviews.
cool.
So I'll maybe see you there if you're at the office all day today.
I will be here-ish. I'm
Oh,
teaching a class and then have a SOI lunch, and so we'll see.
sweet. Awesome. Hey, well, thanks, man.
Okay,
Appreciate you.
you too. Bye.
All right. Bye.